Hi, everyone. My name is Gown. I'm 25 years old, and today I'm here to tell you something I've never said out loud before. Something that changed my life. It's a story about betrayal, about truth, about love in a place where I never thought it could exist. This is my confession. A big house, a successful husband, a future full of hope. But what I got was loneliness. My husband, Rayan, looked perfect on the outside, tall, handsome and well-spoken. But behind closed doors, he was cold, harsh, controlling. He made rules. He shouted. He got angry at small things. And sometimes he raised his hand when words didn't seem enough for him. I felt like I was living with a stranger, not a partner. The only place I found a little peace was in the kitchen. And that's where I met Asi. He was the only one in the house who noticed when I was sad. He started asking, "Are you okay?" with sincerity in his voice. And for some reason, I began to talk about my marriage, my emptiness, my pain. He listened, never judged, never crossed any line. But little did I know he had a secret. I didn't plan for it to happen. I swear I didn't. But when someone truly sees you, truly hears you, your heart starts to respond. One evening during a power cut, we sat near the kitchen window. He shared his story, said he lost his parents young, that he works hard, that he wants to build a future. That night he touched my hand. I didn't pull back. It wasn't lust. It was something deeper. We both knew it was wrong. But in that moment, it felt like the only right thing. We kept it quiet. Short moments, soft whispers. I didn't know who he really was, but I felt safe. Meanwhile, Rayan was going through stress at his new job. This new company is weird. 5 owners, but we never see their faces. There's one guy, the youngest one. Everyone's scared of him. He makes all the decisions. He didn't know that he was talking about Asi. Yes, the same kitchen boy. Asi never told me either. He kept his identity hidden. He wanted to know how people treated him when he had nothing to offer. Rayan often came home and insulted him. Why is this boy still working here? He's useless. He should be thrown out. And Asi just smiled. One morning, Asi didn't come to work. He had disappeared. Rayan said he got promoted and would finally meet the youngest company owner at the board dinner. That night, he came home pale and silent. I asked, "What happened?" He looked at me and said, "You won't believe this. That kitchen boy, Asi, is one of the owners. He owns the damn company I work for, and he's the youngest of them all." My heart skipped a beat. I felt a wave of shock, pride, and guilt. Rayan went into his room and didn't speak for hours. 2 days later, Asi returned, but this time in a suit, in a luxury car, and with the air of someone who had nothing to prove. He walked into our living room, calm, collected. Rayan stood frozen. Asi said, "I never hid from you. You just never looked. I watched how you treated your wife. And me. I wanted to see how far someone would go when they thought the other person was powerless." Rayan tried to speak, but Asi continued. "You don't own people with money. You earn them with respect." Then he looked at me. His eyes held warmth, but also sadness. "You deserve better," he said. "But it's your choice now." And he left. To every girl watching this, don't ignore the signs. Love is not abuse. Love is not fear. Love is not silence. I thought I was trapped in a marriage because of society. But the truth is, I was afraid to listen to my own heart. Asi showed me what kindness looked like. Not because he was rich, but because he had character. I made mistakes. I lied. I broke trust. But I also learned the hardest way: never ignore your worth. You might think someone is just a servant, just a worker. But remember, appearances are the biggest illusions. To every girl watching this, don't ignore the signs. Love is not abuse. Love is not fear. Love is not silence. I thought I was trapped in a marriage because of society. But the truth is, I was afraid to listen to my own heart. Asi showed me what kindness looked like. Not because he was rich, but because he had character. I made mistakes. I lied, I broke trust. But I also learned the hardest way: never ignore your worth. You might think someone is just a servant, just a worker. But remember, appearances are the biggest illusions. If you're in a relationship where you feel small, invisible, or unsafe, leave. Don't wait for someone to rescue you. Be your own rescue. I made my mistake so you don't have to. This is my confession. This is my warning. And this is your sign. Choose love. Choose respect. Choose yourself.